tight. Puffin' something sticky, nigga, I roll through the light. Need to hear something real just to get me through the night. I'm looking for them jackets cause I know they looking shy. Know I'ma get some game tuned in with super tight, yeah. I get the low love from Big Bobo, from the front seat, not no photos.
Super Tight TV, you got your boy Bobo Luciano and my beautiful, sexy wife.
Hey, it's your girl Jazzy K.
In this biatch, you know what I'm talking about? We got a seriously super tight guest today, man. I call him the Dallas ambassador of hip-hop, of the rap scene, of the country rap tunes, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? The man that, turned over tables, kicked over DJ booths.
Hey.
I mean, put his life on the line for us as rappers and hip-hop to get what we need to be. You know what I'm talking about? I got to introduce my man, the legend, the ambassador, Mr. Kottonmouth Jessie. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Kottonmouth Jessie. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? Rally boy. You know what I'm talking about?
If you don't know now, you know.
Yeah, so you know how we do it, Cotton. You know, we family. I'm trying to let the world know about Dallas. Yeah, I know they already know, but I'm finna force feed them so they know. Yeah, and I want them to know about you, man. You know what I'm talking about? So we gonna go down through there. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? So you ready to get this thing started?
Yes, sir.
Already.
All right, Kottonmouth. So we're gonna start from the beginning. Give us your background, where you from, what was your journey to music? Yeah, give us a little.
Well, I got I started in the 90s, graduating school, so 92, 93. Mm-hmm.
Where you grow up?
South Dallas, Oak Cliff.
Already?
South Dallas.
What high school did you go to?
Bryan Adams. I went to Bryan Adams. I went to C. King, Bryan Adams, and graduated 94. I started really getting into the music business. First group was South Coast, but before then I had little old groups and people I grew up with. But the South Coast was my first thing I did, and before that they used to call me Jessie Jess, so I never had a rap name until I did Kottonmouth in 95.
Yeah.
So
with the South Coast, I remember that because y'all were one of the, back in the day. Well, right now we have so many artists out there, so many rappers, and everybody and their mama rapping. Yeah. Everybody want to be a star, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So back then, I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? You got your bedroom rappers now, so, your SoundCloud rappers and shit like that. Back then, it wasn't the case. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And South Coast actually had a physical CD, barcoded up, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Let's talk about that journey.
Well, South Coast was me and my two little brothers and a guy named Alvin Scott that owned the Lexington.
Shout out Alvin Scott, yeah.
And he was affiliated with all the club owners, Lil Kitty, Jamie, all them cats that be doing the club thing in Dallas and a couple more cats. And he was the one who put us on that, but we had a production deal with Snake through Nemesis. Mm-hmm. So that's how
Shout out Snake.
That's how we got on. We won a contest at Genesis. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. But we come up listening to Snake on them beats, you know what I'm saying, on Wednesday or Thursday back then we was youngsters. So for us to go from where we came rap game with the South Coast deal with DJ Snake, So
already. But, and at that time, tell the people how big that was.
That was real big because we was under Nemesis. And they had Munches for Your Bass, Pusha Man, Ron C. So just to come from that umbrella, and he was producing another group called PKO from San Antonio, and that's how I ended up being a part of PKO. But my first couple things I did with them was a couple compilation albums like Poets and Gangsters. Mm-hmm. Oh, really? And I was writing a little bit for Nemesis back then, stuff like that. But I'm Day One Dallas, so Even in my younger days, I wrote for Itchy Bun Records on Goldfinger album, Chic.
That's right.
Shout out Goldfinger.
So I had already been in the game as a writer, and then I started getting into the rap part after a homie of mine got killed. You know what I'm saying?
Who was that?
My partner Trey.
Oh.
He was the rapper because even at 15, 16 years old, we was under a guy named Bo Blunt that had Pimpster.
Mm-hmm. I'm no Blunt. Yeah, what's up, Bo Blunt?
So at 15, 16, we opened up for MC Hammer. Trey 5-7. We was around Itchy Bun Records, which was Tommy
Quan.
Tommy Quan had Vanilla Ice. So we was opening up for them, Vanilla Ice, MC Hammer, 16, 15 years old, even while we was in high school.
That's what's up.
And when did Trey pass?
Trey passed in 92.
You were just, and y'all were how old?
Had to be 19, 20.
Ooh, how'd that make you feel?
Bad, because he was my nigga. Because back then I was just right. Our dream was him. You know what I'm saying?
You know, our platform, we are foundation, of music and hip hop and of course UGK.
Yeah.
But we also hit on a lot of, subjects in the hood, and a lot of course, black men, we don't like to talk about depression and things like that. Do you think you might have been, did you ever battle any depression that you could think of? Or?
From that to this rap gang, because even my little brother passed, I got, I got a tattoo of a gray tape with Hawk name and my brother name right here on my chest. Just how it go, man. You trying to do something different, stay in the streets, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that.
Keep your mind off of
even from being young and fucking with Snake. Snake helped us avoid all the bullshit.
Yeah.
Cause even when we came out to his house with weed on, like, man, y'all don't be around with that shit. Woo.
Yeah.
That's important to have somebody like that in your corner.
You got to,
you
because
buck
like
wild.
I say, this new game, this drill shit, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
Yeah. Kill.
Kill. And the gangster shit was the storytelling and the MC8, the Spice Ones, and shit like that, you know. So
Scarface,
Willie D,
man, Willie D. Shout out Willie D, man.
Bunch of shit back then. It was just different, man.
We had more music with substance in it back then.
Yeah, but it was more to the point where you can follow.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying? You can follow the rhyme, but coming up young like that and even dealing with death like that, it just made me stronger. It made me want to get to my dream, because my dream was to be, where I'm at now.
Exactly.
2 decades in, and blessed, and then seeing parts of the States and everywhere else, and doing business cross seas, and learning how to be an entrepreneur and a businessman from a young cat. I think that's the ultimate dream. You feel me?
So when you were coming up, was it a 2-parent household? Did you come up, grandma? How'd that go?
Well, my mom was locked up.
Already?
So I was in the 8th grade, and we moved from Dixon to Houston.
Okay.
So when my mom got home from the penitentiary, we moved from Dixon to Houston, and then we came back to Dallas. So my dad been in Oak Cliff, Highland Hills, my mom from South Dallas.
Already.
You know what I'm saying? But it was kind of like growing up in a 2-parent home, because my dad was always, always there.
Shout out Dixon Circle.
Yeah.
Trey Fire.
And Bunton.
Bunton already.
Yeah.
Shout out to those active fathers out there.
For real. So
even coming up through that and being a part of the hip hop scene, it always led back to some South Side, type shit.
So you had a good relationship with your pops?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Got to. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the entrepreneurship. That's the hustler. That's the learn how to pray. That's that. You know what I'm saying? Saying
Already.
God is real. Like shit like that. Like nigga.
Already.
He ain't gonna be, even though a nigga did some shit. But,
that was serious back then, Cotton, because,
hey, I went to my dad's house one day drunk for the first time and thought I was gonna be cool.
Yeah.
Got my ass snatched up like a motherfucker.
I was telling Miss Jazzy K, I was like, back when we came up, it was so many men that, you get that phone call,
yeah,
I'm pregnant. It ain't mine.
Yeah.
And motherfucker would just walk away,
Yeah.
It was just so much of that going on back in the 70s and the 80s. So it was just tough for young women.
Man, I come up, play for the Comets, play for the 49ers.
Y'all was sorry. We used to whoop y'all.
No, y'all didn't.
We used to whoop the Comets.
Why you?
Okay,
I played for the Comets when the girl was on the team, man.
See, I know we whooped y'all.
Okay, well, before we get all into that, I have a question.
What's that?
So I know you have a background of doing graffiti art.
When I was young, yeah.
Do you still draw? Do you draw, or is it just?
I draw, paint. Every paint in my house is stuff I paint.
Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah, every paint in my.
Why you don't never showcase any of that shit?
I do, all the time in my videos, everything.
I never see it. I'm gonna have to go back on
Instagram. Yeah,
I'm gonna have to get on your IG and check it out, man.
It's in there.
Maybe we didn't know it was your.
Yeah,
I do. That.
I thought you was plagiarizing.
But I got back into that and when the internet kicked in, and it was time for a real entrepreneur to sit back. Okay, this is where the game going.
Right.
That's my time. I really got back into it. But I'm into the Afrocentric, man. A lot of paintings from about Africa and hieroglyphics and
Well, I got a question.
Yeah.
Who drew that first Killer Kottonmouth album?
Partner of mine.
I thought
He
you
drew it.
Okay.
He drew it. But that's kind of I would do my own thing too. But when I was young, I used to tag walls. You know what I'm saying? Niggas used to run the street, tag walls, ex-boys out, all kind of shit when I was a young nigga.
And what was the ex-boys?
Yeah, you know, I'm from the South. You know,
I saw you say that, but then you can't just roll over.
Put a line through him.
You know, just, you know.
Put a line through
Fuck
him.
him.
You know, back in the Cowboy City boy neighborhood somewhere, but, you know.
You know, we saw gang banging start in Dallas. You know what I'm saying?
But from the, you know, that's the, you know, that's when, you know, teenage, mid-20s outlet there. But that come-up game when you was a kid and you got them, you spray paint walls. And,
Oh, yeah.
Because you're breaking and, you know.
Break dancing, pop locking, and all that.
You know,
so you went through all
Yeah.
5 elements of hip-hop.
Yeah, I'm a baby of hip-hop.
I bet you didn't know how to DJ.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay.
I bet you don't know how to steal pop lock.
You still got that tick in you?
Nah, I'm a B-boy.
Okay,
Oh,
okay. Okay.
Now, don't get me.
Hey.
Had to catch him at look. Finish that cup.
Now, back in the game with them sugar
Hey,
squalls.
you're on number 2. When I might get you the ticket up here like
finish
MJG,
that
nigga.
cup.
Back in the
Hey.
game with the lemon heads and the, what they call them, the baked beans.
Oh, yeah, Boston
and
baked
And
beans.
them Blue Moon candies.
Bang.
Hey.
Oh, man, 3 boxes of each one of them. Yeah, I'm going to get on out there with the cardboard.
You gonna open them hoes up and make a cardboard?
Hey.
Oh,
Uh-oh, y'all
hey.
getting this?
That's the shit, man. So we gonna fast forward.
I wasn't no breaker, but, you know, my kinfolk names go hard.
Oh, really?
Now, I was a, you know,
There you
top
go.
blocker, you know.
You're not a wave of this.
That's the box head, man, you know.
Oh yeah, shout out to Gerald, man. That's my partner. Say, okay, so we gonna fast forward. You mentioned PKO.
Yeah.
Let's talk about PKO.
PKO is the start of the professionalism.
Let's talk about this. A lot of people don't know about PKO. We all talking about Texas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm shining on the South.
Yeah.
I'm really shining on Dallas, but we shining on the South.
Worldwide Texas.
You know, Texas, baby.
Yeah.
That's our home. Y'all can't see this table we have here crafted, but this is a Texas table we living in.
Yeah.
And Kottonmouth is over there in East Texas. We got Jazzy K over here in North Texas.
This table
about.
is what it is, man.
Huh?
The table is what it is.
Yeah, man. I'm a
It's
two
nice,
more
isn't
horn
it?
on there,
I mean,
man.
PKO, man, they've been around, you know, they was around before I became the last member of the group.
I know them boys.
but
I remember. I got stories.
Yeah, me too.
I need to get them boys down here. Come on down here, Pony.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Nino.
Nino.
Come on, I forgot. Yeah, Nino,
Yeah, he
Magic.
down there.
Y'all need to come on down here. And rest in peace to my man Earl, man.
Yeah, Earl.
Earl passed not too long ago, man. So, so how was that experience over at the Snake Pit?
Beginning of being a real artist.
Yeah, they had a little structure with them, didn't
Yeah,
they?
they had the business.
Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you about them, cause
They had the business and they had the knowledge.
for some young cats,
Yeah.
when they first came down here, they were dealing with Kim Bahari and Ernie
Yeah.
Phillips, when they tried to start Yo Records.
Yeah.
And of course Snake was doing the production, so we all met up there at the office.
Yeah.
Them boys had a briefcase. I'm talking about teenagers now.
Yeah.
Briefcase, they handed it off to Ernie,
Yeah.
popped that open,
Yeah, exactly.
full of bread.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
Coming correct.
I mean, yeah, they can't. I mean, them boys was ahead of the game
Man, ahead of the
early.
game.
I had never
Yeah,
seen nothing like that as a youngster. You know what I mean?
The Good, the Bad, the Mafia, San Antonio ain't nothing like Compton.
Ain't nothing like Compton. Speak on that. You remember that situation?
Yeah, Sunday at the Park. They had a bunch of jams, bro.
Oh man, that one Snake did for him. That album is classic.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I need to let wifey hear
That was
that.
my first time going to Jack the Rapper when I joined PKO, and they had the game, man. They had the show. They were doing their own shows, showing nigga how to do shit.
Yeah,
They had
real professional brothers, bro.
Midwest Records right there on Greenville and 635.
I remember them.
And just like that, just introducing me to the game.
The pounds, the keys, and the OZs, man.
And then, so what did that do for you? Like coming out of a more, going into a more structured environment.
South Coast
Did
was
it-
structured, but South Coast was a production deal with my little brother and them. So it wasn't like an artist being signed for some points or whatever.
Gotcha.
So this is my first time reading the contract and, stuff like that. And from PKO, we ended up on Down South Hustlers
Yeah.
with Master P. The Pimp C song on my first album, Satisfied.
So let me tell you this.
So
I mean, you keep throwing stuff out there all quick and shit. So I'm telling
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
I've been knowing Kottonmouth Jessie since he was in his maybe late teens, early 20s.
Late 20s, yeah.
Very humble guy.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to know him before he just start going off on you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I go off.
And turn up.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna brag too much.
Yeah.
Very humble.
You have a
Yeah.
distinction,
Yeah.
an honor, should I say,
Yeah.
of being the first person in Dallas,
Yeah.
pretty much, maybe in Texas, but I know for sure Dallas,
For sure,
to have a
Dallas.
Pimp C feature. Let's talk about that feature, all right?
Yeah.
Because I remember it like it was yesterday. I was living in Port Arthur. Chad and Bun had flown out to go to Chicago to do pre-production on Riding Dirty.
Yeah.
Bun flew back to Port Arthur.
Yeah.
Chad flew to Dallas, hooked up with Big Black. What's up, Big Black out of Memphis, my homegirl. Big Pimpin' Black. Shout out, man. I need to get you on the show, Black. Holla
Yeah,
at
got
me.
to the first rally girl.
For real, hit me on my IG, man, for real. And they wanted to make some money, some rap hustle money. And I hooked them up with Snake.
Yeah.
And somehow they got in touch with Kottonmouth Jessie. Let's talk about that experience, man.
That was Magic. Magic hooked it up, and I came to the studio to work that day. And he said, "You doing a song with Pimp C?" I like, "Nigga, you bullshit."
Huh.
He said, "No, I'm not bullshit." I like, "Nigga, y'all playing." Later on, kept coming. I'm already in there writing for recording. So every day was like recording. Back then, you had a schedule.
Yeah.
So I'm recording all motherfucking day long. Thing like nigga playing.
Yeah.
About 3-4 o'clock come, they say, "Go get Pimp C." I'm like, "Man, stop playing.
Let you go get it.
Let me go get it." I'm like, "Man, nah, you bullshit. They ain't gonna ghost me like that." You know what I'm saying?
Throw you the keys, nigga. You
Come
go.
back, we gonna be gone.
So I hit what a nigga say. Back then ain't no goddamn me direction, ain't no pin, no location.
No,
real.
no.
Go
No
down.
GPS.
When you get to that red truck,
Yeah, when you go to Forest Lane, go down, you know what I'm saying, Pinnacle, whatever it was.
Yeah.
It's called Pinnacle out Greenville. Make a left off Pinnacle, apartments to the left. I pull up, blow the horn. I said, "Nick, come out the door. It's Pimp C for real like a bitch." You know what I'm saying? I'm in that bitch straight tripping too. I'm like, this nigga here. I'm already getting kind of nervous, but I've been on this shit since I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I know the atmosphere of what they call hip hop. So I know to be on top of my game, but I ain't know I'm finna goddamn get like this hill. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
But from what I heard, you shined.
Oh yeah, I shine. Cause when I got into the studio, we was already going back and forth,
Tell them about that recording process.
like we doing Texas.
But I'm gonna tell you like this.
Like we
I
doing
know,
Texas.
I know
tell
Pimp.
him how we do in Texas.
You know,
Yo,
for
bro,
those
you
that
gotta
don't
let them know. That's
Yeah.
what we
I'm saying,
doing.
Like when we vibe in Texas, you gonna get in there and the beat might be going, and you
In
gonna
the
be
cut.
body rocking and
Yeah.
shouting and giving niggas the business on how you what you representing, what you from. And,
Little smoking going on?
Yeah, big smoking going
Okay,
on. You
big
already
smoking
know.
going on.
Big smoking
I want you
going
to draw a
on.
picture for them so they
Okay,
see it.
well, this what it is.
The latest scene.
I'm
Yeah.
standing up, Chad in the couch,
Yeah.
C in the couch. When I'm smoking, I'm passing it, beat going.
Yeah.
So I know he finna get real. He sit back, start, yeah, man, that's what I'm thinking right here, man. Start doing his thing.
Right there, didn't he?
Yeah.
Big squeezing, you know what I'm saying, trying to stay satisfied. Oh, that's one. But before that, we had 2-3 other hooks, but
Yeah.
that was the one that stuck.
And let me tell you something.
But the freestyles and hearing him in his style, it was kind of like a nigga checking me to see if I'm really about this
Yeah.
shit. You know what I'm saying? It
Yeah.
wasn't no like, let me see this nigga, is he a rapper?
Right.
And I was like,
You
okay.
a rapper? Or you
Oh, yeah. Are you a rapper or you a real rapper?
Real rapper.
You an
You know what I'm
MC.
saying?
And I'm going to tell you something
I'm
else you had the
MC.
honor of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you
let's
something
go.
else you had the honor of. Back then,
Yeah.
that Pimp C hated singing.
Yeah, exactly. Matter of fact, my song probably one of the first songs where he was tripping and fucking off doing it.
Yes.
You know
Well,
what I'm saying?
well,
But that's both of us.
having
on the hook.
things,
You
having
know what
things
I'm saying?
first,
Yeah, having
and then
things first,
yours.
and then mine.
Yes.
But I think they came out because we was catty corner to each other doing the song.
Oh yeah, man.
So we was looking at each other doing the song. That's why if you listen to the song Satisfied, when it go out, we laughing and shit.
Yeah.
Because it was like the one take Jake type shit. Like, man, we did that shit. Then we got to go back to a little old, ad lib, what we call it bonnet rubber. I mean, that bitch tripping. You know what I'm saying? But Pimp C first, and then after that, like, you know what I'm saying, it didn't stop. Like, I can say this and don't be boisterous, but Lil Wayne,
You have had Lil Wayne.
Birdman,
You've had Birdman.
the first.
I know.
So, Man of Fresh,
Man of Fresh.
Kiki,
Kiki.
Yeah, go let us
Roger
know.
Troutman.
Roger Troutman,
Huh.
the first of everything. You
Yeah.
know, but
That's why I said Kottonmouth was the ambassador.
the first of
OG.
everything. And trust me, I know I'm the first, and I don't have to boast about it. I don't have to.
That's why we here.
Yeah.
That's why me and Jesse K here. Because I want them. I'm gonna draw a picture for the world.
Yeah, I'm talking about like when I hear
how super tight you are.
When I hear cats act like they the first.
Yeah. Or say some shit like that.
Yeah, or just say some dumb shit like that.
Yeah.
Ooh, and
a lot of these cats
out there.
A lot of these cats think our homeboy Yella Beezy. Yeah. A lot of people think this generation thinks that rap in Dallas started after Yella Beezy.
No, man.
And we have to let them know we're not forcing it on them, the generation, but I want them to know. I want them to know from the Nemesis, the Kottonmouth, the DOCs, the you know who's,
man, the big danks, the
ragtop days. Oh my God,
man, Epitome MC, right there, shoot MC,
man, K9 Posse.
Come on, man,
come on, Genocide
Posse. You know,
yes, we got it. It's so many of them.
But we go through that in the city because, like I said before, people will tell you that Bobby Williams is the first one went platinum. Ron C was the first one platinum.
Man.
Nemesis first one gold.
Yes.
You know. Then you follow it up if you want to with, you know what I'm saying, Rip Van Winkle, Vanilla Ice if you want to.
That nigga said Rip Van Winkle.
Whatever nigga.
Robbie Van Winkle.
Robbie Van, whatever nigga name. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, nigga that niggas be dancing like
Don't
this.
Start there.
That niggas be. I remember one time we was at Monopolies. That nigga was dancing like this and shit.
So I'm saying, like, you know,
dance like that. Nigga stepped on my homeboy from Dixon Circle Foot.
Yeah.
Gangster, rest in peace, gangster.
Yeah, I know gangster. Yeah.
Ooh. Bing, 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 bing.
Yeah.
I hate
what you do.
You know,
watch my shit.
Saying, like, when niggas be thinking like Dallas is street now.
Yeah.
It's been street.
Oh, yeah. Boy.
So it's like, you know, do the history on this shit.
Wait till I get dirty up here.
But, you know, in the game we in, a lot of cats don't do the history on this shit.
Yeah.
That's right.
And they be really just, you know, sounding dumb and a bitch to me.
Real dumb.
Say that again.
Sounding dumb and a bitch to me.
Yes.
Ignorant. For real.
So, you know, when it come down to street shit, Ron C set that trend.
Yeah, you right about that.
Yeah, ain't got fucked out.
And got fucked out and went to jail.
You know what I'm saying? So
and still sold 200-some thousand copies.
Went platinum.
With no no, I'm talking about before he got out.
But when he got out, he went platinum.
Oh man, come on, man. Nigga went dumb.
So let's get that out there, man. When he got out, he went platinum. MC Ron C.
Yeah. He was the first that one of those rappers who went to jail.
Yeah.
People were screaming free Run C.
Right. Yeah.
And then got out and had that huge buzz.
So that's what I'm saying about getting a game from him.
Yes.
Getting my confidence, getting how to look a nigga in their face, that stage presence, the after the show.
It seemed like every situation you went into, Cotton, was a bigger situation.
Yeah, it was.
To where you could learn more and more about the game. Yeah. So I want you to talk to, you know, kind of tell these youngsters, you know, about, you know, staying steadfast and, you know, not giving up on your dreams. And because I know you went through a lot of hurdles and.
Man, I went through a lot of hurdles, lost a lot of people.
I talk about how you used to turn over the tables, you know, at the DJ.
Tore up K104 for us to even get radio play in Dallas.
Talk about that.
Yeah, tell us that story.
Young and arrogant and impatient and got tired of the radio meetings on Monday.
Yeah.
You know.
Who were you meeting with? Was it Skip at that time?
Skip Cheatham. No, I'm a fit now. I love Skip. We come a long way. I'm
gonna have to have a sit down with him.
You need to, cause when I got older, I understood his position.
Yeah, it was a money grab.
No, it was. I'm not from here. I'm not from here, so I don't know the culture.
So I might well make money.
No, I can't say that.
I want to know.
Is that he didn't know no better? Is that what you're saying? He didn't know no better.
They didn't know the culture. You have to remember, it's a station that's not letting the people hear Oak Cliff. It's a station where you can't hear. I'm riding down Camp Wisdom. We over here off. You know what I'm saying?
But at one time,
when 12.
You remember 100.3?
Yes.
You remember when they went away?
Damn.
Yes.
And K104 was the only in town.
Yeah.
It's time to do some homework and learn the game, learn the lay of the land.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying. Especially, those were crucial times in the 90s.
Yeah, but you had people like Nippy Jones, Dr. Rock, White Boy Brad. A lot of people doing a lot of stuff. That's when the local shit was on it for like 30 minutes, an hour on a certain day. You know what I'm saying? They competing on songs or you rapped on there.
Shout out to Nippy Jones.
You know.
Yeah.
Need to get Nippy on here, man.
Even when Greg Street was doing it, man, Twisted Black just go back and forth all the time, you know. Back then. Yeah. But real talk though, man, like, you know, this shit about Dallas gonna come down to one thing, man. I'm gonna tell you straight up. when people start representing, what De Niro happened before them in vain.
Yeah.
You don't hear Vain nowhere else. West Coast don't do Nipsey like that, Nate Dogg like that. East Coast don't do Biggie Smalls, Big L, Big Pun like that. The South don't do Big Mo, Big Hawk, Big Pokey like that. So we got C Scruggs dead, Mo 3 dead, long live Mo 3, and this is like brand new to us. And before them, Big Al from Nemesis, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So if we're gonna hold the card on the city to change, we have to just peep game on how the city is being recognized for this so-called hate shit or came about from Dallas blow shit or whatever it might be, you know. And then when you can hear the arrogance and niggas that's trying to do shit or say they done this at a particular time,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
And you hear they dumbass
That's the problem. I mean,
saying
it's
dumb
like,
shit
Yeah.
and don't recognize the other players on the chessboard,
Yeah.
you know.
Now
I can speak on it because I'm gonna keep speaking on it, and I'm gonna tell you like I've been telling, you know what I'm saying, people of mine before I got here.
Yeah.
You know, until that atmosphere change, man, you can't represent in vain.
Yeah.
It's long live Mo 3, it's long live C Scruggs, it's long live Fat Al, it's long live Big Al.
Yeah.
Right?
That's right.
It's long live anybody
Should
we
be.
done lost if you creating art in this city.
That's right.
If you represent in vain, do you expect blessings?
No.
But I think it goes back to just what you said a few minutes ago. A very important word: ignorance. I mean,
Man.
a lot of these
But
young
I'm just
people
saying,
coming
you
out
know,
of Dallas, they don't know their history.
They need to go
They don't
research
go
it.
back and research. They don't, they just
But
know.
I'm saying it's enough outlets that's doing what y'all doing right now
Okay, let's talk about that.
that need to reach out to a nigga like me.
Okay, hold on, Cotton. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that.
But
You and I talked about that.
yeah,
You and I talked about that the other day.
You know.
Jessica and
Cannabis.
I started this platform
Yeah.
to kind of do that.
Yeah.
I talked to ECEO over at Boss Talk.
Boss
Shout
Talk.
out,
shout out, Boss Talk.
shout out, Boss Talk. That's my guy. He's helping us. Get off the ground and get the flying like Red Bulls.
Boy, you gonna be straight like a motherfucker.
Well, we just want to make sure. And I talked to Joker over at Real Life Street Stars.
Shout out Real Life Street.
Yeah,
Shout
shout
out
out
Real
Real
Life,
Life
man.
Street Stars.
They been doing it right.
If we get together
Yeah.
and say, okay, we might have to have some kind of meeting once a month or once a quarter, and we say, okay, we got these 3 or 4 artists from the town,
Yeah.
from D-Town, Big D, Triple D, and we're going to get behind them because they have the work ethic, they got the product, they've got the talent, and we could be able to
Boost there.
boost them because
Yeah, but my scenario of that is gonna come back to the levels of the game. The
Yeah.
DJ should be the one serving you boys.
should be.
Should.
But
What I'm
Cotton,
saying,
it should have been like that since the beginning of time.
But every DJ can't do
All
one
the DJs
person-
have to be on the same page.
exactly.
That's why I
I'm
said
saying for the information for you, for people in the circle of podcasting.
I'm not gonna wait on the DJs no more.
But I'm just saying
We've been waiting on the DJ since you was 19. That's why you was turning over tables.
Yeah.
I mean, it ain't enough K Rocks. It ain't enough TDKs. It ain't enough DJ Romeos. It ain't enough of those guys that's gonna break records. You know what I mean in the city.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
it's probably a good. I would say it's 7
Yeah.
podcast platforms. That's not a lot. It's a lot, but it's not a lot to where we can all get together via Zoom call. We ain't got to, something and say,
Yeah.
okay, we're going to push Kottonmouth this week or this month.
Yeah.
We're going to put up his videos. We're going to, everybody going to interview him. And we're going to put Kottonmouth into the world.
Yeah.
And then for 90 days straight, we putting that music out, everybody clipping his videos. The world, I'm gonna tell you why. I said because I watched the interview the other day. Shout out to Big D over there. I can't think his platform.
Mogul?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Big
Mogul,
D the
yeah.
Mogul. He interviewed Rainwater, and Rainwater kind of was talking about the same thing. He's got an artist out of one of Carolina, South Carolina, North Carolina, Baby C.
Yeah, I know, baby. You did me wrong,
Yeah, yeah.
but it's okay.
Hey,
that
let me tell
again?
you.
Shout out to Rainwater.
Hey, shout out to Rainwater. That boy got a hit with
That
that.
little nigga jam, that little
He
nigga
got a hit with that finesse 2 times, man.
I watched Mogul over there with Little Indian.
Yeah, yeah. But
Little Indian.
they blew him from the podcast platforms in Dallas. No radio play.
Yeah.
All he did was take him. He got no radio play in Carolina. All he did was take him to Boss Talk, Real Life, a few other platforms.
Yeah.
And now look at him.
And then those same artists need to go back and repay. I mean,
Yeah, you need to come back.
Yeah.
But it's a structure, it's an ideal, but it's something different that other cities ain't doing.
Yes.
But, you know, the talk of the time is the talk of the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So from the aspects I look at it, you know, I lost my nephew when he was a young nigga. You know, he in the penitentiary now from the same thing going on right now. So I'm kind of shell shocked about fucking with kind of, you know, some young. I fuck with a lot of young cats.
These young niggas something else, ain't they?
Yeah, because they didn't come from the work ethic. They didn't come from the, you know what I'm saying?
The grind.
Like, the grind of it. Like,
Yeah.
you know, we did this for free for 2 years. We were just on the road.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Because we ain't had shit to do with young niggas, you know what I'm saying?
Well, back in our day, it was expensive to go to the studio.
Yeah.
You had to be serious
Yeah.
about it, Cotton.
Yeah, it wasn't no 3 hours.
Yeah, that's true.
No, you know what I'm
Shit like
saying?
that. Yeah, but I'm just at the point now, man, where it's like what you talking about and everything else is gonna come to the forefront.
Yeah.
And those who out here who done ran their mouth and said some disrespectful shit and don't know what they looking like,
Yeah.
it ain't cool.
That's real.
Cause you gonna respect the game. Ain't nobody bigger than the program.
Ain't nobody bigger than the city.
And
it's
Kottonmouth said it.
And I'm just saying, like, when I get out here and bust my ass for you and sell your shit out my vans and out my one stops, where I've been doing this shit over the years.
You've been doing a lot,
Come
Cotton.
on, man. I went from rapping to an A&R at a building.
See, people don't know that. Cotton used to be one of the first people, if not the first.
I made Ozone Magazine for having all Dallas shit in my
Come
car.
on, man.
That part.
He would take everybody else's
So,
product with him.
People who don't even...
That's
and
real.
People who ain't never had a conversation with me and said, man, you was selling my shit?
Yeah.
I was selling your shit while I'm doing my own shit.
In Houston, wherever you live.
Man, wherever I'm laying, from Arkansas, Tennessee, to
Yeah.
South Carolina, to Tulsa, Oklahoma, this and third.
For the city.
For the city. So I'm pro-city. So when you say you pro-city, understand again, you speaking of yourself.
Yeah.
And you not taking 5-10 minutes to say, man, nah, I'm tripping.
Yeah.
Because if you was doing all that by yourself, you're a damn fool. You got
real.
the game fucked up, homie. You can't do shit in life by yourself.
But some of that is also the time we live in. I mean, everybody's so self-centered.
Me.
Selfie.
But-
Look
but-
what I did. I mean,
But it can't be a nigga from my era saying me.
that
Nah.
part.
A nigga ain't never catch me on this motherfucking whoever camera saying.
Because y'all ain't from that era.
I'm saying, but you never gonna catch
But
me
there's some
on,
niggas like that from
but
my
you
era.
never
That's some
gonna,
haters.
like Big Bro saying, I'm humble. But I ain't that goddamn humble.
Yeah. You ain't gonna let them forget about you. Fuck that.
You know?
Motherfuckers will try to erase what you did.
I just heard K Reno say on the video, if you don't toot your own horn or blow your own horn, nobody gonna hear you.
That's
Say
real.
that again.
And
Sometimes you gotta remind
I'm
motherfuckers.
just saying, this is a family show,
Absolutely.
and I'm gonna say it like I want to say it. You know what I'm saying? Where else I probably wouldn't even say it, but I'm gonna say it on my Big Bro show.
Real talk.
This fam bam.
Super tight exclusive.
You know, people gotta
Exclusive.
stop with that me shit in Dallas because I got shit on my back for Dallas.
Yeah. That's real.
I got motherfucker to understand again. All this so-called stigma of hating is what drove me to Houston. But that was a blessing because I learned the difference between
The two.
the loving,
Yeah.
the screw love,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
The screw love, and here we up here in the love I got. It's all neighborhood, and I'm blowing up.
Yeah.
But people still got the stigma over the city. I don't think Ron C went platinum with that type of stigma. That's how I know the love is here.
The love is here.
I wouldn't be who I am sitting right now if the love wasn't from the hometown.
What do you think happened to make the love dissipate?
Too many people on the insider groups carried the stigma.
What do you mean? Elaborate.
The people on the inside that carry the stigma, and then a fan come around and you hear that stigma come out of somebody's mouth, you thought was a gatekeeper.
Yeah.
You thought he was the plug.
Yeah.
You thought he knew everybody from the streets to the beats to the clubs to the hoes to the after hours. You thinking he in the game.
Well, when I mentioned a couple of names earlier, the people who I thought were doing that,
Yeah. But it comes.
I didn't get that same response, Mr. Cotton.
What you mean?
I mean, at that time in the 90s, I mentioned
But to
who I
me,
thought.
I'm saying without them, there's nobody either because those little minutes, those little times when they was trying their shit
Well, let me tell you something.
with no
Cotton.
power. Now hear me, with no power. People you just said the DJs all that back, they didn't have no power.
Skip Cheatham?
No, but come on, man. You gotta remember Nip Jones and everybody else. That's even before Skip. This when the boy with the curve was on the sports show. This when Tom Johnson in the morning.
Yeah.
Like Tom Joyner was the first person to play Oak Cliff.
I remember.
So that's the beginning of Dallas being played on the radio was Oak Cliff at 8 in the goddamn morning where everybody going to school.
Okay, you talking about late 80s. Okay,
Yes.
I'm talking about early 90s when Greg Street came from Houston to
Greg
Dallas
Street
the
is
first time.
mid-90s. Greg Street is 9596.
No, he came back to Dallas. That was his second time in Dallas.
No, 9596 because that's Poets and Gangsters.
You know how I know who
He
was...
at the Lexington. That's how I know.
In
Because
95, I moved back to Dallas. You know who was on the 6 to 10 slot?
Greg Street.
Greg Street had just left and went to Atlanta. KK Holiday was here. That's when I moved to Dallas.
Now watch this here. Ratty Boy 1999. We got KK Holiday kicked off the air because he played the Ratty Boy
What
shit.
year?
1999, 2000. 95 is Greg Street because I had the song In the Hood.
Okay.
Greg Street was at the Lexington. How
Okay.
do I know that? Because Albert Scott was behind South Coast, the Lexington.
Okay, I remember that.
75
On Turtle
11.
Creek.
Yes, so that's 95. Greg Street was 6 o'clock time for Street to Rock. He came back after 99 because he had the Club Life or whatever, the first show T.I. did.
Okay.
That's the 2000s.
Okay.
So when he came back, that was the mix between the first time and then Cocoa Butter, rest in peace, right?
That's what you say. I think it was early.
No, man. Cocoa Butter and Boss.
It's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Remember Cocoa Butter and Boss had they little shit
Tight at
then.
night. Nippy Jones was on there.
Okay,
He
then.
remembers
Tight at
Cottonmouth.
night.
You refreshed his memory.
I
You
want
just-
everybody to
you
know,
just
but,
throwing
you
it
know,
in.
I'm refreshing Big Bro brain, but I'm just saying
I don't have that many blunts ago.
all of those moments in time is what
That's
got us-
always his excuse.
all those moments in time is what's got us here because people got to understand again, when 97.9 came, nobody knew what power Radio 1 had.
Not at all. That was a shock.
And that was a part of boys getting signed. That was a part
Yeah.
of the Boogie Movie blowing up because we got 2 stations and they was pumping.
You had 3 stations because you had the Dirty South Block Party
And the
down
Block
there.
Party,
Hey,
Kicking
can't
them in
forget
their
about
ass.
Dirty South Block Party.
Kicking them
Okay,
in their ass.
Had you on the community radio.
that's
And so,
right.
and like I say, people always come to ask, you know, they think I know so much shit, and they ask me who out of Dallas do I think would have blown, should have blown.
Yeah.
I always mention you, Cotton. I mean, because you've had at least 2 bona fide hits. You
Man,
know,
more than that,
I mean,
but-
but I'm just
but-
saying for sure.
Yeah, but I done did my thing.
I mean, between the Satisfied album, Satisfied song, that should have got you bubbling
Yeah, it did.
regionally
It did.
and nationwide.
It did.
And then I'm talking about 104 should have had that in rotation.
But the content of it, they had the smoking out your mouth getting dry.
Bro, you can clean that up. You don't think you could have made a clean version?
Satisfied?
Yeah, you could have.
No, we was talking about that world. Remember?
Man, let me, so
That was like-
what you
that-
think Dom Perignon was supposed to bubble was
That was
about?
about this world.
Okay, did it get cleaned up in
Yeah.
a video shot?
Yeah, it did,
okay,
it did,
so
it
yeah,
did.
you can clean it up. Just letting you know, it's supposed to bubble.
But remember, it was smoking out your mouth getting dry. Smoking out in your mouth getting dry, and you're wondering why you're getting so high.
What, Satisfied?
That was on the same album. But
I'm talking about Satisfied.
But Smoking Out was a song that was getting played through the South.
I understand
That's
that.
how I ended up in Houston, shit like that.
Okay, yeah, I remember that.
Right?
That. Yes. And then we had Elbows Out the Window.
That's 2005, 2007. 2008.
You should have been traveling off of Satisfied all the way up until 2003, 2004. Drop Elbows Out the Window and kept on fucking going is what I'm
I
saying.
did.
I'm just saying out the world.
No, because a different game then. Because again, you got distribution, shit like that. My only fault is gonna be not having a good publicist,
Yeah.
not having the right,
What about management?
management? No, I didn't. I mean, trying to manage the shit myself every now and then, get somebody to try to help.
So after
out
Bo
and shit,
Blunt, you
man.
just did it by yourself.
because I knew what to do.
Yeah.
But that's how I became Kottonmouth Jessie.
Okay.
Because when I solicited records, you talking to Jessie. I got 5,000 on the flow, got 4,000 coming. How many you want pre-sale? That's Jessie.
Yeah.
So when I'm talking one stop to one stop, that's Jessie. So when I go face to face to deliver the product, like I'm in the goddamn diesel, who's Kottonmouth?
Already.
Who's
All right.
Jessie?
That's me.
And they say Kottonmouth Jessie. And okay, that shit stuck.
That
So
shit
I
is.
started calling myself Kottonmouth Jessie till 2004, 2005.
Already.
But that's what I'm saying again about the game, from being a MC to getting in the game, learning the game through PKO, and learning how to sell myself, sell my products, solicit my product, pre-orders, end caps, shit like that as an artist. But when it's time to sell it, I'm still learning about ARC in Cincinnati, learning about San Francisco distribution, learning about all this shit myself. Peaches in Atlanta. My first time meeting Mystical and them was in New Orleans. I'm going to that bitch selling shit.
Yeah.
So that was the times I got product. I can rap. I can rap my ass off. I got products. So if you tell me I'm letting you rock for free tonight, I got 100 on me. Give me a table. Give me, you know what I'm saying? Shirt shit. So the whole hustle game of what it is.
Yeah.
So even when you talking about elbows out the window era, that's me going into the A&R job at Music Access. Yeah. Shit like that. So and that's coming from the hustle of pulling up, and I got everything from Dallas, from Texas to Arkansas to Memphis to Cincinnati. I'm every day at UPS, and I ain't had a conversation with a lot of people to know the shit I've been through for this city for us to go from an artist perspective and a setting perspective.
Yeah.
Shout out to my homie Robert, my OG Robert at Music Access. You know,
already shout out.
Meeting him, and he like, damn, this nigga. You know, my first time going to Houston from back then. Back in the gap, my first connect was D-Rec. Then I fucked with my first rap song was with Kiki.
Yeah.
My first vibing and letting niggas know I can rap, but I'm never really talking about business was D-Rec from Rec Shop, because I was a Fat Pat fan.
Yeah.
And I went through it after I tore the radio station up. I mean, we did prime time. We tore that motherfucker up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Down there got my ass shot by the police. Hey. You know? And then I went to H-Town, started fucking around, but my first connection H-Town was D-Rec. No phone, no nothing. Yeah. And my girl calling him on the house phone like, nigga, my husband supposed to be down there, goddamn it. You know what I'm saying? He pulled up yet, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But people don't know the story of I went because Fat Pat died on my birthday. Oh, my birthday is February 3rd.
Rest in peace, man.
You know what I'm saying? But just to come from that and be sitting here with his brother tattoo on my shoulder, like this here.
Shout out Big Hog.
You know, so it's like real shit, and I connect with a person as a young man, and they showing me hell of a love, screw love,
right?
You know, and put me in the positions where I'm meeting all this shit, and I'm like, damn, I can go somewhere and rap, and be real about my shit, and then what am I introducing? The game I know from up here. So see, my first time Southwest Wholesale, all that kind of shit was way different than theirs.
Right.
Exactly.
So I'm sleeping on Ron C. Flow from Switch House in the daytime, going for Hawk and Eden. This is all this era type shit that we're speaking of.
So we skipped the era. Mm-hmm. We forgot about the Rally Boys.
That's 99.
So we talking about so let's talk about the Rally Boys.
Yeah, that's 99.
You had the honor of working with somebody real special. You mentioned it earlier.
Yeah, Roger.
Let's talk about Roger Troutman.
Man, Roger, Richie Rich. Shit,
that album was incredible. We were listening to it a couple of weeks ago.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. Diamonds and pearls.
Dope,
man, hold up.
That's not your ministry.
I know I can't sing.
Yeah. Shout out Rally B, shout out Jizz, no. Ski Feed, C Trey Rally.
For real. Big Ben.
Yeah. But that was my time in the game, everything I learned.
Talk about the time, the recording process with Roger.
Man, in H-Town, on the north side, in the neighborhood. And they picked that boy up at the airport by 9 in the morning. Yeah. Silk goddamn shirt, slacks, and pimp shoes on with that goddamn curl. Went to a nigga studio and tore that bitch up, broke that bitch down, said, y'all come back in the studio about 4 o'clock.
So you telling me he got in somebody else's studio and unwired everything?
In a nigga house. Nigga in the back of a nigga house where a nigga, you know how a nigga have a garage set up?
Yeah.
Tore every line out that boy shit. Had the boy looking stupid like.
Why did he tear it out? What was?
Because it wasn't plugged up.
It was wired wrong.
Yeah, it was wired wrong. Right. But when he got through putting the shit back together, this man break out a Radio Shack old school keyboard with that little thing he tuned the song in, and was jamming like a motherfucker.
He had his voice box with him.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I guess he did.
And just for me coming off of 100% Cottonmouth, Killer Cotton Fields, PKO shit, this all gangster. So Rally World was my first song. I got an opportunity to talk nice about a woman. You know,
save that.
Everything before that was bitches and hoes.
Yeah, and I'm married, young, everything. But you know, I'm from that gangster era. Never had a chance to say, yeah, man, she looking good, and you know, I'm finna fuck on her, and you know what I'm saying, look at her, and
I think say fuck on her.
Yeah. So it was like, but just think, it's my first jam. I got the Legend. I'm with Rogers. Yeah. So I'm in that bitch vibing again. Man, say computer love. Say.
Oh yeah, you and a producer.
My first song I called my Jones. Listen to this shit.
Yeah.
Boy, that's Roger. Hell yeah.
The real one.
Hey, that was incredible right there, bro. I remember when word was going around the city.
How we was recording it.
Oh my, they're just recording the whole Rally Boy project.
But we even went to the hotel, man told us, he said, don't pay me the rest of the money, pay my brother, you know.
Aww.
And I just remember us in the elevator looking like,
pay his brother.
Yeah. So it was like I don't know, it didn't sound right.
Same brother that took his
killed
life?
him, yeah. And he was like, you know, y'all street cats with this rap shit ain't too bad. Y'all boys ain't gangsters like that, you know, because we trying to be respectful. Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir, no, sir.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Well, you from that era.
Yeah, you know, so he's no thing. Oh, man.
I went to the studio the other day with some youngsters, Cotton.
Yeah.
Nigga, was about 30 niggas in there with so much weed smoking there. I never caught a contact in my life.
Even that shit, like seeing him go in his
That
hotel
day.
room and we never seen him again till the next morning.
Oh.
Like he didn't go in the hotel and come fuck with us. Like, hey man, where the bitches at? Woo woo.
He like, nah.
That boy went in there and laid it down like a motherfucker.
Like
The
an
rest
OG.
of yeah.
Yeah, but shout out to my
Troutman.
brothers, man. That was like the era of me doing what the fuck I wanted to do.
Yeah. It was 2 projects off the Rally Boys.
Yeah, one, both fun. Like that's the era of the money coming.
Well, what happened to the Rally
Good
Boys?
time?
Can you talk about it? Or you feel comfortable talking about it? If you don't want to talk about it, we'll move on.
Now I can talk about it. I want to talk about it. You want to talk about it?
Let me tell
Spark
you why.
notes.
The only reason why I'm bringing it up because I noticed on Real Life Street Stars, I saw the Rally Boys.
Yeah.
And I didn't see my man Cotton.
Well-
and then, hold on. And then I follow you on all social media.
Yeah.
And it's, you know, you rally boy number one, you know what I'm saying? I said, damn, what's going on?
It was a business. It was a business. 2 of my homies that put me down with it, you know what I'm saying? They not around, but you know, me and Rally D was like pink in the brain.
Yeah.
You know, shout out to Etho. I still love him to death. Love all of him to death.
Etho, that's my boy.
Yeah, he got locked up.
He home now.
He home now, but he been gone for a long time.
He was gone a long time.
So, you know, I was holding out, trying to hold on, do my thing, whatever it might be. You know? But the Rally Boys, same thing. That's my solicitation. That's my game. They from the streets were not, you know what I'm saying, couple of them really from the streets, you know.
Yeah.
And you trying to show a cat from the streets this new game. And back then we called it the new dope game.
Oh, yeah.
So our first lick was our first lick. But that first lick come off me and him at the house together every goddamn day soliciting this shit. But I'm the one.
You and
me and Etho.
Yeah.
So when he left, you know, a bunch of shit just went haywire because Pinky and the Brain ain't together no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there now trying to do this shit and
Trying to take over the world by
Trying to
yourself.
take over the world.
and I got, you know, Jizz knowing everything, but people ain't Rally D.
Yeah.
You know, respecting my nigga Joe, but nigga didn't have to understand like me and Rally D had.
I understand.
To listen. You
I
feel
feel
me?
you. Yeah.
That's important.
No disrespect, you know what I'm saying, nobody, but to listen.
Yeah.
You know, to know like, man, this boy about this shit. And this is my first opportunity to show my city, myself, even the world, like, hey man, we finna do some devastating shit. Just, you know, come on with it and be real with this shit, because I ain't never did no faulty ass shit. You know what I'm saying?
Rally D was around for the second album, correct?
No, Rally D was gone.
I thought so.
6 Trey Rally left before Etho. And then you know how the little bullshit rumors was in the streets and all kind of shit. You know, but
Yeah. Yeah, I
Rally,
remember.
Rally D a real one. You know what I'm saying? I learned a lot about getting money and being humble.
That nigga a real one. Shout out to my nigga, man.
So, you know, Etho, you know,
Etho.
but I know Etho from
Sato Cliff, baby.
South Oak Cliff, and he played basketball with Fredo.
Yeah, Fredo Porter.
See, I went to Brian Adams. So
Shout out to my boy Fredo
so
Porter.
Back then, we had Big 10-5-8, remember?
Yeah.
It was all Skyline, Sock, Brian Adams, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Woo. So, you know, and then we played comics, football. I played with 49ers in the comics, shit like that, you know.
You keep throwing that shit up.
Come on, I'm keep throwing up. You know,
Scared of the Cubs.
He from the hillside, I'm from the hillside.
You play for
shit
the
like
Cubs.
that, you know, hell nah, nigga. Play for
Now-
the Commons and 49ers. But just that atmosphere there was kind of like, you
Oak
know,
Cliff Club.
at that
Come up here
point,
like,
it's
how
like,
old y'all
at that point,
Pop Warner.
at that point, that's me already knowing how to go to Southwest Wholesale behind fucking with D-Rick.
Already. You already knew the game.
Yeah, don't go in there and let them press your shit.
Yeah.
Let's put on the flow, because I know this from the PKO days. Right?
Speak that game.
So I knew not to go in there and ask for distribution. Let's show up with this shit in the car.
Yeah.
And I'm already connected with Midwest Records
Yeah.
for the pressing. Through
Okay.
PKO and Snake, they got the pressing.
I remember.
Everything we can get, like going to go get your dope. Nigga, I know I get this shit dirt cheap. I've been doing this since I was whoop.
Yeah.
But after Rad D left, that's what left. You see, niggas start seeing my relationship with Southwest Wholesale and thought something else. And forgot, no, man, we're going to put the shit on the floor ourselves.
Wow.
Feel me?
Yeah.
So once we start trying to get distributed and they pressing that shit up, and the white folks seeing that I'm not in there talking their business, You know, what can I say? And that's the whole part that got me was the whole disrespect of like, come on, homie. You know?
Yeah. It was a change of regime change is what I like to call it.
No, it wasn't a regime change. It was some,
No, that ain't what it was.
Nah, it was some more little Indian ass shit.
Oh, okay.
Arrogant ass niggas that don't want to pay attention.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Feel you.
And that's just what it is. And I, you know what I'm saying? I'm standing on what they say, stand on that.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
stand on that, wipe my ass with
Say it from your chest. I know that's right.
See?
I heard my man Robert Gilliman got another situation about to jump out.
The
digital thing. So he about to jump back on the scene.
All that.
Shout out to Mr. Gilliman.
I had a relationship with Robert Gillum, and then going to this new shit, I was on a particular distribution place from that area when the internet shit first took off.
Yeah.
You know?
And how was that? That trend. That's I'm always in.
I left.
Like,
I didn't leave that. I asked a couple of questions about how they came up with certain numbers and shit like that, and they dropped my motherfucking ass. So I had to start. I had to get right back into it like some day one shit and start putting my shit up myself.
Who dropped you?
They ain't dropped me. They say that they weren't gonna distribute my shit no more. So around
Southwest.
No.
Midwest.
Don't say the name. I don't get
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? They know who they is.
Yeah.
This is all
them
alleged.
niggas.
He ain't no nigga.
I know what you're talking about.
But, you know, I was the first. I won the first with that.
Yeah.
And then when I started asking questions about how you do it, because I never, you know, back then you didn't have your artist page. Right? You didn't have your Apple page, your Spotify page. You didn't have all that shit.
Yeah.
So I'm just asking questions. Hey man, how you be coming up with these numbers? And I got ready to drop a project, man. This gonna be the last project I do for you or whatever. You know, like you don't trust me. You know, I got hit with that. Like,
Damn.
You
asked too many questions, nigga.
You don't trust me?
uh,
Hell no.
okay.
Yeah, not with my money.
Say that again.
Heard that, man. So one other question, and we're gonna close it out. Well, a couple more questions, but one that's serious. The fans in Dallas. Let's talk about the fans.
I think we got hella fans.
No, I'm talking about. I know we got hella fans,
But again,
but the engagement of the fans.
Right.
because the inner circle. Let's
talk about it. Talk about
inner
it.
circle.
Okay.
They be in people's face, drunk or whatever they be, and don't hear themselves talking to a customer.
Them niggas be hearing it.
No, they don't.
Hating ass niggas.
They call themselves being in the inner circle and have no idea of what the consumer consists of.
Yeah.
A consumer don't consist of giving a fuck about your feelings and your emotion toward the product.
Say it again.
Say that again.
Say it again.
The consumer don't give a damn about what the fuck your opinion is about the goddamn product. Okay? If he riding, getting blowed, getting thrown to that shit, he don't give a damn if you don't like the producer, the rapper, or the CEO.
It's too many people got some personal shit in there.
Every time, fam.
Yeah, man. I don't like that nigga, so I ain't gonna say it.
Man, this nigga here, man. And, you know.
Yeah, I feel
So, again, we live in a city where there's not enough publicists.
Yeah. Y'all hear that? We listening. Y'all
marketing
listening?
companies.
Y'all hear that?
Management companies.
Y'all hear that?
Video companies.
And it's a shame we got to go way down to Houston
That's the business.
is.
and
That's
get that.
That's
The
the
Mecca.
Mecca.
You say it again.
Yeah, that's the Mecca.
Yeah.
We can go
That's the
3
Mecca
3
because
hours down the
that's
road.
That's what's gonna test an artist talking that bullshit.
Yeah.
Hear me again. That's what's gonna test an artist talking that bullshit to the fullest. I done seen people go down there and get scared in Houston. I see people up here, they very comfortable because they at home and woo. But when it's time to focus on your performance,
Yeah.
when it's time to focus on getting that message out there, whatever you claiming to be out there, and you get caught down there on that reel and be somewhere laid out and gotta perform and come out there trash, they ain't trying to fuck with you no more.
I know.
Because they ain't giving a damn about what's going on up here. If you down here working, right, still rapping or whatever, my nigga want to see you rapping.
You need to be a professional at all times.
Nigga, and then
I feel you on
it
that.
get further than that because you got the country towns and no different.
It's easy to get caught up in Houston too, ain't it?
Yeah.
You get down there, man. You
I
like,
tell anybody, go to Austin first because that's the art capital. That's the state capital.
Yeah.
But it's artistic in there. And you can get a chance to do free shows on 6th Street, whatever it might be. You can go down there and put some work in. But you can't go to Houston playing.
I'm gonna blow your mind.
Because if you're on your shit and you got the right shit, you can blow up right there.
Yeah, you can.
You know?
But if not, they
But
gonna let you know.
Like, nah, man, we seen this boy over here.
Get the Sandman.
And one thing about Houston, you got to work one side to the other, no different Dallas. You just can't be in South Dallas.
You right.
Down. It's gonna take you 6 weeks over here, 6 weeks over here. No different Dallas. And
Houston is a different city with that, bro.
Yeah. You know, it's a big motherfucking city. Like Dallas is a big motherfucking city.
I'm just saying, you know, in Houston, I remember coming up to where it could be a concert on the north side.
Yeah. And it'd be
same night as a concert on the south side.
Yeah.
And both of them gonna be packed.
Yeah. That's
you know what I mean? You couldn't have that in Dallas. You know, people gonna pick and choose what show they gonna go to.
Well, you know, we come up like this here. I'm from the south, you're from the club. All the clubs on the north side.
Yeah.
So that's the difference. See what I'm saying?
Well, think about the days when you had Genesis, throwing shows.
But that's layer for layer. We got Genesis, we got Clip Club, we got Diamonds. That's the 1-2 club.
Yeah.
We was young, the north side had all the clubs.
You right.
And all the north side communities was roommate apartments. Remember, it was our roommate type shit out there. But
well, you couldn't have no concert in North Dallas. Mm-hmm. Say you was at Park Ave.
Yeah.
And then tried to have one in Jamie's Rhythms in Arlington.
Yeah.
It wasn't gonna work.
Yeah. Yeah.
But in Houston, both of those concerts would have been packed, is what I'm saying.
It's like if you from Dallas, this is where your foundation at.
Yeah.
When you start going Waco, Austin, San Antonio, West Texas, East Texas, and getting deep into East Texas, running to Louisiana, all that type of shit is the work.
Yeah.
And it ain't about whether or not you're a good trapper or you're a shooter, you're a driller. In this day, it all matters if you got talent, you're an entrepreneur, you about your business, and you better be humble because you want to make it home.
Absolutely.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yes.
Absolutely.
So it's just a different ball game, but it's the same game like us with CDs and everything else because we had to get out there and go hand to hand. There's no more hand to hand now. It's places like this, it's radio play clubs, whatever it might be.
Yeah. And
you had to present yourself. Back then, nigga, you could be off your ass on whatever, just hand a flyer out and talk a little shit and go about your business. If you weren't trying to pump your music.
Well, you've always put out some quality music, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep putting out quality.
I always put out some quality music, and I've always had your back, been a supporter, family member. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
I've been around the recording process with you.
So have I.
You know what I'm saying? We got 2 songs together.
Yeah, already.
You know what I'm saying? I did Money Waters. He's like, "What's up with that song?"
Yeah.
Your bitch out there bad. He trying to steal it from
Man, scrape cross action. Can't be trusted.
Man,
On that note, I okay, you know you got to let us know.
Yeah.
What's your top of your
babies.
discography?
Yes.
What's your top 3? Got to pick your 3 favorite babies.
3 favorite songs.
3 favorite songs, 3 favorite albums.
3 favorite songs.
Oh man. Satisfied be number 1.
Okay.
The song I got Supreme off the King Kong Cotton 2020 will be number 2.
Okay.
And probably a tie between Elbows Out the Window and Rally World.
Yeah. Already. All classic songs.
Yeah, classic songs.
What you got working on right now, Cotton? What you got going?
Killer Cotton Fields Part 2, Man Blow.
Shout out to my dog, Blowfly.
You know, but
ooh, that's gonna be killer.
Oh,
Yeah.
If y'all ain't heard part 1,
it's jamming, man.
Okay.
I was around for part 1. Dub 1, Steve Paul.
Killer Cotton Fields.
Y'all did Dub 1 wrong, man.
But
why y'all did that white boy like that?
Full of that shit.
Boy, y'all were blowing weed, smoke all in the microphone.
But,
don't smoke in here.
This my
Cut
camera
that
right
out.
here. This is my camera right here.
Yeah.
Why y'all did that white boy like that, man?
That again.
Yeah. But I do want people to know, man. Like I said, though, you know, I really hope y'all was hearing me though. Like,
oh yeah, we felt you.
People got to start representing Vane, man.
Exactly.
Ain't no other vein going on any motherfucking coast, and the people beneath us in Houston or down south, whatever, from the top of Texas to the bottom of Texas, there's no vein representation.
It is in Dallas.
In Dallas, we are representing the dead in vain. And then you have other vain niggas start running their mouth like they was the only motherfucker in town.
Yeah. Yeah, we the first one to do
Say
this.
that.
I was they the soldier boy of
You know,
Dallas.
you can't forget about Bowleg, Gator Man, Pimpster, Pookie and Lucci,
Niggas say
Oak
Gator.
Cliff Assassin. You can't forget
Bowleg.
about Money War. You can't forget about Blowfly. You can't forget about a lot of motherfucking people, man.
Yes, a
you
lot
can't
of
forget about DSR, Tom Tom, and that shit, man. Big
No.
Tuck and Fat beating them, because I was on the road with them. You can't forget about the Boogie. You can't never represent anything about hip hop and say I'm the only motherfucker.
Yeah.
That part.
Or even act like it.
and act like it, but don't give the props to the people that know if your business was good.
That's the thing about when I see the Houston artists.
part.
When I see the Houston artists, the youngsters, they're still intertwined with the Slim Thugs, the Faces.
I'm saying though, but
They're in touch with their history.
These youngsters, I should hear Kottonmouth from some of these youngsters.
I got.
They should have reached out to you.
I got a couple, but I'm saying I put niggas on.
That's
and
cool.
You can't say I didn't put. I got my nephew Gutter Jaye, my nephew
Already.
Young Pig that's locked up.
Shout out to Pig.
Young TDS Lee.
That Pig hard.
Man, Pig was on his way.
Elbows out the window.
That's my shotgun. My ricochet of why I be like, okay, I don't know if
that nigga was ready.
Yeah, I'm saying, but I'm on the road. Don't get caught up. I'm show, hey man, don't play the game, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, you know what I'm saying? But you know, when he started doing his thing, trying to grow up and be grown and make the wrong decision, you know.
Now you have a lot of knowledge, and you know you've been in the game a long time. You ever thought of going into management or
consulting?
When I'm done, I've done that
too.
Ain't
That's
done.
real.
You can do both of them.
But I've done that too, right? I'm saying I've done.
Well, Kottonmouth has really always been doing that.
I've done shows like that. You know what I'm saying?
Bringing other artists with you.
Yeah. I done shows with Lil Indian. You know what I'm saying? I done shows with Lil Indian, Lil Kiki. I done shows with Bun B Zero in Arkansas. I done everything I'm supposed to do in this game to hold this city down, and I'm gonna hold it down. And I want cats to represent without being that vain shit.
Yeah.
It's love, man. And you can't represent a city of 4 million people with one opinion.
That's what's
real.
up.
You feel me?
Already.
You can't represent a city with 4 to 5 million motherfucking people with one opinion.
You can't. Or one rapper.
And you can't, if one rapper get up there and say it, you're going to say, man, that's the problem with the city.
That's the problem with the fucking city.
It make common ground sense just to pay attention to an ignorant nigga. And if you claiming what you claiming, you ain't got to open your mouth.
That's real.
You ain't gotta toot that kind of horn. You gonna toot the love. You gonna toot the support. You gonna you know what I'm saying?
If that's what you want.
You got a Bun B story?
Hell yeah.
Give me one Bun B story.
A Bun B story. South by Southwest.
Already.
Again, real spill. It's South by Southwest 2017.
Already.
Mr. Pookie and Mr. Lucci, Kottonmouth, and Lil Indian. The whole crowd from Great Britain. Pimp C and them is the headliner. I go in, cause this is how I went. I come from Hollow Hills to the north side because of the studio.
Yeah.
That's how I started meeting Pookie and Lucian, K-Rock and Pookie and all that. So we hooked up, all together going out and doing the show. We all together. Again, we all together. I go in the club, Bun smoking by the VIP. We walk up, Bun say, Cotton, how many you got with you? I said, man, I got Pookie and Lucian and with me, whoop. Pookie like, man, what you talking to? You know what I'm saying? We go up in they shit.
Yeah.
You feel me? Bun like, you know, man, what's up? We get to sit down, these boys like hella like, man, Bun B know us.
Yeah.
And that was my first time saying, man, everybody know everybody, homie.
Especially from that era.
But people just be waiting to meet you.
Yep. Right. So put a face with a name.
Yeah, so to see Bun B embrace Pookie and Lucci and let them know, man, I've been jamming you boys shit, woo-hoo. Y'all come on up here.
That's real.
And we got the whole goddamn crowd up, and we know it's full of foreigners. This South by Southwest. At the door, there's a British flag. I'm like, damn, what kind of shit? And this Big Sam. You know what I'm saying? And my people hooked that show up.
Yeah.
It was wrote about everything. I mean, matter of fact, you know Mac.
Mac Gonzalez.
Mac Gonzalez was one. Remember, he was the one that constructed that
I remember
shit back then.
From the beginning.
He was the one hooked that show up for it to be an all Dallas show.
Real.
The best of the best.
Mac's a great guy, man.
Man, real dude.
A real dude.
You know, he been representing that Texas. So when it comes to me being affiliated with this shit, man, people know I'm Ready Boy #1, SUC affiliated,
yeah,
Swisher House affiliated, and Charlie Boy got a song. He say OG like cotton connected on all ties, cause I'm connected in all the ties.
Yeah.
That's real.
You feel me?
That's real.
So I don't want people to ever forget when you hear me talk, it's gonna be positive.
That's real.
It's gonna be.
That's what we need to hear.
Edifying.
That's what we need to hear, guys.
It's gonna be about my city and supporting other people, because I couldn't get to where I'm at by myself, because I come from the real gangster era.
That's called
Say
tough
that.
love.
Yeah. So when the cat
Show a
come
little
out
tough
there the
love to
first
him.
to represent the street, you a damn lie. I'm the first to represent the streets.
Say that.
That's real.
I'm the first nigga to represent the street shit.
Hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cotton tried to put the city on his back. You like our Pastor Troy.
We in this club's fighting.
I remember, nigga.
You know what I'm saying? I'm dropping out 30 packs at Boy Trap for $6 for real. You understand what I'm saying?
That's real.
Now, nigga, again, everybody done had their time. But I'm never gonna disrespect nobody and get on here and talk about me. No, my nigga.
It's us.
That's what I'm talking about.
We did shows with Stampede Records.
Yeah.
We did shows with DSR. We
Yeah.
did shows all together and represented.
That's real.
And everybody I just said still working, still doing their thing.
Yeah.
Man.
But you can't come back and start acting like you was the only one.
Mm-hmm. That part.
And just like New Orleans bounce, we boogie.
Mm-hmm.
And the gangsters respected the boogie because some of you young niggas gonna shoot you.
That part.
They can dance their ass out and bush in your ass.
That's real. I want that boogie to come back.
Well, before we get out of here, man, we just have to thank you for coming through.
Man, appreciate you.
Appreciate it. It's always an honor.
Yeah.
Who you want to shout out?
I want to shout out my city. I want to shout out Super Tight TV. You know what I'm
thank
saying?
you,
Y'all
baby.
got something special.
Hope
Hope I done gave y'all something special because I'm glad to even get off my chest. Cause
I know that's right. You come here anytime.
Somebody
Okay?
told me not to even get it off my chest. Like, nah,
What?
I'm getting ready.
Cotton, I'll stand on it.
I'm saying I'm getting ready. But
That's
when it
right.
come down to saying woo woo, now, man,
No, you got-
I can't let you sit there and do that on here, man. You know,
I
No,
need you
that's
to do
right.
and if I got to plug with anybody in the interview, come interview me.
Yeah.
Come talk to me, and I'm gonna lay it down to you. I'm gonna tell you about all kind of situations. So when the cat be talking done data, like no,
Already.
no, you can't do that, bro.
I done it all.
No, bro.
Dun dun.
I heard that, man.
I'm one of them cats that was selling your shit
For you, helping them. That's real,
and
Cotton.
never called and said, man, look here,
And never asked for nothing.
and never asked for nothing. But I know what you did
That's
for
real.
that shit to stop.
I know what you did last summer.
I'm saying no. I
Looking
know
ass.
what you did for a nigga to say, man, I got
Huh.
300 of them. Oh
Yeah.
no, we don't want them.
Yeah, that part.
What happened? I got an outlet.
Say that for part 2.
Yeah,
Well,
I
say,
will.
man, we gonna get up out of here, man. I appreciate you coming through, man. I'm here with the man, a super tight guest, or legend.
Yeah, legend, man.
Legend in the
Legend.
city. I ain't gonna let you
Say
call
that.
yourself a legend. I'm gonna call you a legend and let everybody know that you are legendary
Hey, bro.
and you are super tight.
I'ma get some game tuned in with super tight, yeah. I get the low from Big Bobo, from the front seat, not no photos.